Look, Chooka is in the studio. Look, this is quite remarkable because Chooka was in Cairns last night at a private party. Someone actually requested Chooka, and you came along, and it was a bit of a mind blow, was it?
Yeah, it was actually really good. We got it all set up, and it was like a proper ticketed event, and I played a couple of sets and, got it all recorded on a $2,000 camera we bought the week before, so...
Oh, right. So, obviously you got the fans out there because your EP is going so well, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I just picked it hot off the press, picked it up from the producers one day before the tour.
Right.
So all the way up here, I'd get out of the car and I'd be walking on the supermarket and people would recognise me and they were buying the EP on the spot all the way up. So
isn't that good?
Yeah, it's been really great.
So have you worked out why you're so popular? Because at the end of the day, there you are, in a country town with a population of 34 or something like that, and to say that you were a bit shy is an understatement when you first went on to the TV program. But now the world is your oyster, and the Australians have really embraced you, haven't they?
Yeah, people always tell me the world is my oyster, and I was thinking, no wonder I haven't got much.
Fair enough.
Honestly, it's been amazing, the whole thing, and, just touring and seeing fans and everything, because I grew up in the country, so we didn't see any of that beforehand.
I mean, how many hits have you had on YouTube?
Well, there's one video that's got about 6.8 million hits. And
6.8 million
That's just
hits.
one video, so there's quite a few more on there too.
That's remarkable. I mean, do you think, really? I know, 6.8 million people?
You ask me, do I know all this stuff? And I have the same answer. People ask me, why do I wear a jacket when it's so hot? And, do you know what you're playing? And, so how do you know what you're going to do? My answer's the same for everything.
Yep.
I have no idea.
It just happens.
No idea. It just happens, yeah, I just do it. It's a bit like my life. I tend to make that up on the spot, so I do the same thing with music.
Oh, look, this is just remarkable. Once again, you can meet and greet Chooka, Parker, and the team. And who's going to be your singer?
There'll be Tasha Zappala. I played a gig with her in Townsville, and we ended up going to the same music festival. So she's travelled up, and she's doing my gig, part of my gig this morning.
Okay.
So, that'll be cool.
That's at Stockland Cairns between 11 and 2. And you can also purchase the new EP and no doubt to get a photo taken with the legend. And look, on one video alone on YouTube, 8.6 million hits. Who would have figured? Mate, I'm just going to settle back here because I don't know what you're going to play. Either do you, but I'm sure something will come to mind.
Alrighty, I might dedicate this song to the radio station and everybody here in Cairns, and I'll just make it up on the spot.
Done.
Thanks.
Okay. An original from Chooka, exclusive on 4CA. done. Well, there's a first. We don't know what the name of it is because it's an original, and you'll know us. I'll probably never hear it again unless I actually get off the logger tape. Where do you get these riffs from? I mean, you know, you go out there and you just literally jam, don't you?
I just sort of think of them. Well, to be honest, I'm a little bit of a sponge. I sort of pick up things around me, listen to a lot of different music. So I might be doing a classical song like this, and suddenly I'll be like, well, that's boring. I'm going to make some blues in the foreground.
God, that's quite remarkable. Now, tell me about the new EP. How did you come up with the tracks on that?
This one is sort of a special album to me because a lot of my music is very atmospherical and I pick up a lot of things, but this song is for a gem, for my gem, my jewel, should I say.
Oh, okay.
And it's, I've never really had the experience of, like, I often create the atmosphere, but I've never had the experience of really feeling someone else pull my emotion right out. And in this song, it's definitely like that. It's very calm and meditative and very sort of romantic. So you'll hear the very different sort of side to me. Sort of subtle and everything. So I'm really happy with it. I've got done an 8-page booklet in the start, and you've even got a poem and a bit of a drawing that I've done in there too. So.
Oh, excellent. Now, of course, this will be for sale.
Yes.
You don't mind people bringing along their cameras and autographs and all that sort of stuff?
Go for it. Come and shoot me. Love it.
No shooting. No shooting, please. we want this fellow to be alive for many more years to come. You are turning into a legend, you know that, don't you? I mean, that's a word that's bandied around.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, the most common thing I get called is Chooka!
Well, there just goes our speakers.
Sorry.
But it is quite remarkable, and I keep saying it, that how the Australian public have just taken to you like Vegemite. You know, it is remarkable,
I'm just part of them. I'm not like any sort of bloody superstar or... you know, amazing person with dreadlocks or something. I'm just a boy from the bush who decided to give something a shot. Yeah. And you see so many people from the bush, you know, they write amazing poetry or they've discovered something. I'm just one of them, and I went to shearing school to learn how to shear, and I'm playing this little keyboard out the front.
So you're tickling the ivories. What about singing? You're not quite up to it yet, or? No,
there's something that I've been discovering in the last couple of days.
Oh, okay. So there could be some vocal tunes.
I'd like to. Surprisingly, like, when I sing, I'm not quite as not confident, but I'm not quite as sure to let it out. But a girl was listening to me the other day, and she reckons I should actually sing rock stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I love that type of stuff. My dream is singing, so piano is just something I picked up along the way.
Could it be? I'm just trying to think of a name. Rock Chook. Chook Rock. I don't know.
That's a good one.
Yes, it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Chook flick.
Tell me quickly about your family. I mean, your mum, dad, you know, your brothers, and you know, and everyone else. You know, who's involved these days?
Well, my brother and you know, my whole family, my mum and dad do all the managing and everything.
So they're making sure that you get out of bed early.
Yeah, well, I get up so late, I'm just like mourning because it makes me feel better. So
very good. But you know, everyone's right behind you.
Yeah, definitely. They're being so supportive. I've actually got potentially a new album that I've dedicated to my brother, probably coming out.
Oh, very good.
So everybody loves this music. It's very dry and sort of sandy, dedicated to his Capricorn type nature. So
okay, he's actually blushed. What does this mean?
You got sunburn.
Oh, dear me. Can you just rip out another little medley for us? Because I've got a couple of minutes to fill.
All right. What do you want?
Oh, I don't know. You know, because you know, I think you said, and I almost fell off my chair when you said it. When you said, "Oh, shit happens," you know, it just comes out.
So, especially on the dunny.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, okay, then off
you
go.
Let's rip it.
Good Lord, I just put my thumb up as it's time to wrap up, and he's just into that final riff, and he's going for broke. Look, you've got a fan out there, Mon. She's absolutely wrapped, and I'm sure our listeners are. And let's hope they turn up to Stockland this morning from 11 till 2 and buy your EP, and let's hope you return to Cairns sooner than later. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and we'll continue playing your music. I'm sure it's going to be requested.
As we wrap this up, we go with the energy flow bowl. It goes with the show. When you go on, you never know with the highs and lows. Alrighty.
Loving your style, Chook.
Oh, thank you.
You have a good day. Really? Come on, give us a better one. He's definitely from
That's
the
how
bush.
they do it on the farm.
Yeah, he's definitely from the bush. I like that. John McKenzie in next. Look,